Hi everyone, my name is Savannah Stanton, and I'm excited to share some ideas on how we can use an asset-based approach to support English learners. As educators, we know every student brings unique strengths, languages, and experiences into the classroom. By recognizing and celebrating these assets, we can help our students thrive both academically and personally. Okay, so the first ones we have are: what are cultural influences on teaching and learning? What is a cultural competence and its role in the instruction of English learners? And how can English learners' cultural values and beliefs be integrated appropriately in the context of teaching and learning? So, culture has a huge influence on how students learn and how they communicate. Cultural competence is really about understanding and respecting students' backgrounds and using that knowledge to guide our instruction. For example, if I know a student values collaboration because of their cultural background, I can design a more group-based activity where they will feel more comfortable joining in. We can also integrate English learners' cultural values in meaningful ways by using literature, examples, and visuals that reflect students' cultures, or by connecting lessons to real-life experiences. For example, when teaching math, I might include examples that relate to a student's culture or community. Okay, moving on. What is the role of culture in student learning? And how do school and classroom environments influence language acquisition? And what steps are necessary to create an inclusive environment? So, culture also plays a major role in how students feel about learning. A classroom that feels inclusive and welcoming helps students take risks with language and feel confident with sharing. This honestly can be as simple as greeting students in their home language before they enter into your classroom in the beginning of the day, displaying multilingual labels around the classroom as decorations, or just celebrating cultural holidays. What are some strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within instruction? And what are some strategies for leveraging home language and cultural assets? To support and celebrate diversity, we can use strategies like bilingual materials, peer collaboration, and family involvement. Encouraging students to use their home language during brainstorming or group work can actually strengthen their understanding of content and even boost their confidence. Alrighty, moving on. What are some strategies for responsiveness to the different strengths, needs, and identities of all EL students, including special needs? And what are some opportunities and approaches to meet the social and emotional needs of ELs? Every English learner has different strengths, needs, and identities. Differentiated instruction is key. Using visuals, modeling, gestures, and sentence frames can help make learning more accessible. For ELs with special needs, collaborating with support staff ensures that we are addressing both academic and language goals. What is the importance of understanding the social, emotional, and cultural needs of students when establishing classroom routines and procedures? Meeting the social and emotional needs of ELs is just as important as academics. Moving to a new country or learning a new language can be overwhelming. Building a safe, encouraging classroom where mistakes are seen as part of learning can make a huge difference. Simple practices like morning meetings, peer buddies, and consistent routines can help students feel very secure and connected. While we understand our students' social, emotional, and cultural needs, we can design routines that feel familiar and inclusive. For example, incorporating cooperative learning or respecting different communication styles can make the classroom a space where everyone feels belonged. How might family and community practices, funds of knowledge, influence language learning? Families and communities hold what we call funds of knowledge, the rich experiences, skills, and traditions that shape how children learn. When teachers tap into these, learning becomes more relevant and powerful. For instance, inviting parents to share family stories or traditions can connect curriculum to real-life experiences. What are some strategies to build and foster strong family, community, and school partnerships? What are effective family engagement practices that support and highlight the assets of home languages, including communication, family involvement, and providing intentional strategies for families of ELs? And what are some inclusive community engagement practices? To build strong partnerships, it's important to communicate in ways that are accessible and respectable. Using translation tools, bilingual newsletters, or just apps like Talking Points can help bridge communication gaps. Hosting family events that celebrate culture or workshops that help families navigate the school system also strengthens trust and collaboration. We can also engage the broader community, partnering with cultural centers, local leaders, or organizations that support multilingual families. These relationships show that we value and honor the whole child, their home, their family, language, and their heritage. To end it all off, by focusing on an asset-based approach, we move away from seeing what students lack, and instead we see the incredible strengths that they bring every single day to the plate. Through culturally responsive teaching, inclusive environments, and strong family partnerships, we not only support English learners academically, but also affirm their identity and their own worth. When we value students' cultures and language, we're helping them feel seen, capable, and connected. And that's just what great teaching is all about. So thank you so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.